This is my first video about Uber driving. I signed up on Saturday, and then they asked me to come into their Uber place. I signed in online, and they asked me to go to an Uber place, which was local, and to get my car inspected. And you cannot have not even one scratch on the car. So if you have a scratch on your car, get that fixed and then bring it in. And it was kind of stressful because when they were checking my windshield wiper, the windshield wiper was a little bit worn, and they said you're not passed. So they said go to your local Pep Boys, and I just wanted to make it perfect, so I went to the dealership and bought one, which was probably a mistake because it was overpriced, but I went there because it was only 2 miles away, and I got that put in by the valet guy, this gentleman that said, hey, you need help putting that on, because I was having a difficult time putting on the new wiper. Then I got back to the place and said, hey, here's my wiper, clear me, and I was ready to go. They put in the app on my phone for me, and I wasn't ready to start yet until the next day because it was already about 6 o'clock, and I do have a regular job also. So this is kind of just a part-time thing, which is actually very convenient and a lot of fun to do, only because I like talking to people, and you meet lots of different kinds of people, and it's really easy to use. So they put the app on your phone, and all you do is press that Uber app right here. It says Uber Partner, and your thing comes up. See all this redness right here? This is a surge area. So when you are driving around and you see the darker area, that's where you want to go. If you zoom in a lot, it tells you exactly how much of a surge it is, whether it be 2.2 or 1.9 or 1.7 or 1.3. And that's how you'll make more money. If you sit in this white area over here, then you're going to get maybe $1 a mile, which is barely anything. You'll drive for miles and barely make any money. But the good thing about this is all you do is press this go online, and your drive will basically turn on in 3 minutes, and there'll be a circle saying, do you accept this ride? And it will have a rating, because you get rated after every drive, and the rider also gets rated, and you say accept, and then it gives you directions. Over here, your ratings, which I have 4.85, which is almost perfect. 5 is perfect. I've had 297 trips, and I've only been rated by 223 people. No, 244 rated trips, and I have 223 5-star trips, and the rest must have brought me down just a couple points. And you can tap on any of your old trips, and if you have a problem with a rider, you can always go in later if you remember what trip that was and what time of the day it was, and make a complaint. There's a lot of things that I just learned just by driving and just by asking people, because you're constantly learning on the job, is when you press on something like that's a ride, and you press on help, this is where you decide whether you have an issue with the fare, issue with the rider, or you got a citation, or you got an accident. This is all very important. Uber is a lot of fun to do, only because you could be driving around, and usually I will take an airport drive in the morning, because it takes me straight to where I play volleyball in the afternoon. And then after I finish playing 2.5 hours of volleyball, then I'll just turn my phone on when I get in the car. I'm a tiny bit sweaty, but I'll turn back my phone on, and I'll continue driving for the rest of the afternoon. Another day I might take my mom to get her hair done, and instead of sitting in the car waiting, I just turn on my phone. It's that easy. And do a couple drives and then say, "Are you ready?" and pick her up. And so you make money while you're waiting. As an alternate source of income, this is the most amazing thing that life has to offer. There's always really nice people out there. They prefer to be in a regular car instead of a taxi, luckily. Like my video. It really helps. If you have any questions at all, please comment and I'll get back to you as soon as I possibly can. And thank you for watching.